Everybody always talks about Marathon's UI, its UX, whatever you want to call it, but nobody does nothing. Nobody's being actionable. Well, there is a homie that was actionable. All right, so check this out here. The homie Complex Log 3612. They came out and they redesigned Marathon's UI/UX and gave a full breakdown on this. And I wanted to share this with you all. I thought this was pretty cool. And regardless of what we think about it, I love people that are actionable, man. I love people that are willing to go out and take a stab at things to at least get some wheels turning. Like, that's how we make progress here. You know what I'm saying? So let's go through this here bit by bit here. All right. So the homie said this was part of my learning journey to become a UI UX designer for games. I chose Marathon because a lot of players had issues with various parts of the user experience. So I went ahead and did a semi redesign, right? So main menu right here. This is the redesign of the main menu here. I'm gonna actually zoom in on this a little bit. I think if I hit control and I roll up there, yeah, cool. All right, cool. Yeah, perfect. Now we can really see what's good. All right, so my homie said a tab on the top left granting access to contracts, right? So contracts there, factions and settings, you know, all that, moving that all up to the upper left-hand corner, right? So right now I actually got Marathon open so we can see where everything is right here. We see it all right here, right? So up in the upper left-hand corner, we got season level, rank level, because your boy ain't touching ranked. I ain't touching it until they fix it, you know what I'm saying? Another convo for another day. But everything is up there, right? So this is what we look like right now. And this is what the homie put together right here, okay? So homie said this could be easily cycled with the A and E keys. There's also a player banner showing the active contract, rank, and ranked level right here, which is actually pretty cool. I actually didn't even think about them doing something like that. Just to consolidate it right here. I think that could be kind of slick with it because it doesn't have to take up a lot of space if we keep it at a whole buck. And then they reiterated it down here. Oh yeah, this is smart to move it down here as well with your silk, your lux, and then your actual in-game credits. So yeah, I can dig that. The homie said the player banner style a bit of a throwback to Destiny, which holds a special place in my heart. My heart too, homie. And yeah, that actually is a good point though. Like, we really don't see our banners like that. Like, as I sit here and think about it, hold on, let me go back to game. Let me go back to the game here. Where do I really see my player banner that I've been speccing into? Do I see it when I try to contract up, or not contract up, but when I try to jump into a raid? No, not really. Oh, you know what? You kind of see it when you put somebody down and they're on the like spectate screen, I think. I can't remember. Either way, I want my banner to be more so front and center, and this would be a really good way to do it. So I can dig that. They said there's also a map select in the bottom right. This drastically cuts down the steps needed to start a game. The footnote bar got a slight tweak too. Mail and settings move to the right. Squad circle sit in the middle, and currencies plus rank are on the left there. So yeah, we see all that there. Again, this keeps it consolidated. I might like this to be maybe a little larger, a little bit more prominent, but if I click on this, here, click on that there, then I can invite homies and stuff like that. What do we have right now? Right now, the invite feature. Oh, they have the runner connections right here where I can click online and find somebody to holler at. Okay. So I would like to see that like next to it as well, just so I can see who's online. Maybe it isn't that big of a deal, but I don't know. What the homie say? The contract on the player banner is hoverable. Hovering reveals the contract steps and details, so you don't have to so you don't have to dig through multiple screens to check your progress. Spacing is managed carefully to maintain a clean look even when in a party. So right here, again, you would hover over your name tag and your mission would drop down right here. I would probably like more if I clicked it dropped down, because sometimes hovering can be a little bit annoying, if I'm being totally honest, right? Sometimes like hovering can be glitchy. Like, you might want to go down and read this second part and then it goes away. And yeah, that can be a little bit annoying, but I do like the notion though. Like, I do like the concept here, you know, having my mission right there on the home screen, putting the maps down here for Dire Marsh, you know, you click on it, switch to perimeter, outpost, etc. I can gel with that. Don't quite know what would be sitting here. Like, we just have prepare, factions, and codex, right? I will guess prepare is like for your armory, and then factions, I guess that's a little bit redundant, and then codex right here. So I mean, I don't really know. I'm not a UX or UI designer, so I don't have no answers for you, but I like this right here. I really like this right here, like having a drop down. And then when your homies are in the party, again, you can click on their name tag and their missions will open up. But also it could be minimized too. So you can just see that everybody's on selection pressures 1 of 4. Cool. I have a great idea. I don't have to go to select map and then go to search to see what missions my homies are on. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I just thought about this. I think, don't quote me on this, but I think if you go down to crew contracts, yeah. So I can see their contracts, but again, that's just an extra step. It would be nice to see it on the home screen. You know what I'm saying? What a homie say right here. Also added a minimized loadout preview when hovering a player banner, letting you quickly check someone's gear without jumping screens. I'm a fan of this as well. Maybe you do hover to see loadout. I would be interested to see, like, again, the whole hover thing I get frustrated with because I want to actually highlight like what the weapon is. Sometimes when I just look at the icons, it doesn't register in my brain. But if I like, you know, hover over it, I can see, oh, that's a BR-33 volley or that's a hardline. You know what I'm saying? So outside of the hovering, maybe like when I click and it does a drop down, maybe like it spits out their loadout in the corner here. I don't know. Again, I'm not a designer, so don't even listen to what I'm saying here, but just something like that I think could be cool though. Map selection changes right here. Hovering over the map shows the map info window you'd see during the zone selection screen. The reasoning here is that experienced players already know maps and don't need that info constantly visible, making it available on hover to keep things clean. Yeah, that could work. I wouldn't mind that being hoverable because that's not something that I really care a ton about, like, and I'm sure other players don't either. When it comes to like loadouts and missions and stuff, that being hoverable can be annoying because as you're trying to read, it can be, you know, I don't know if that is contradictory or not, but that's at least how I see it. Map selection works through a drop down trigger by map select button, pick your map and go. So you would click select map and then this drops down and then you would click on the map from there is what I'm getting. And if you hover, then the little window pops up. I could get behind that. Again, sleek, and you would be able to access everything in a singular window. I like that personally. Because I'm not gonna lie, sometimes when I'm like trying to do stuff, I gotta hit here and I go to loadout, and then to go to armory, I gotta go over here, and then view upgrades, I gotta go here, and then if I want to actually go on a map, I gotta hit prepare, and then from prepare, I click on the map here and I select the zone, and then I gotta hit ready up, and after I hit ready up, I gotta hit go. Like, that can be a lot. So the more things can be like slightly consolidated, I can vibe with that. You know what I'm saying? I could definitely vibe with that. Did I read this right here? No, I didn't read it. All right. The icons on the top right of the map banner are toggleable. Man, that word is tough. If you want a specific mode, you can toggle it from there and the background shifts to red, signaling the mode is active. This felt much clearer than having separate drop downs for each mode on a single map. The original design felt really confusing at times, especially since the icons didn't really have a clear meaning on what each is. That could work. I will say initially people are going to miss that though. Like, cause it's so like little, like people are just going to associate those icons with the respective map and they may not click on it. So like maybe there needs to be like a, maybe when you select your map and you click on the map, maybe it makes you have to choose one of the three as well, right? So like you select the map, you click on perimeter, and like you have to click on ranked, solos, or crew field, whatever. Like maybe it like makes it apparent in this little bottom right hand corner, so you have to be like, you have to choose one every time no matter what, or else these can be ignored. That's just my 2 cents. What do we got here? All right, so we got another hover feature. My homie here loves hovering, I can tell you, but this is actually fine though. If you hover over ranked, it tells you 3 days, it tells you the time left and all that good stuff. That's fine. I have no problem with that. Now we're talking about the inventory/vault. What do we have here? So this was the biggest challenge by far. From the start of this project, I kept reading and agreeing with the feedback that the loadout and vault screens felt redundant. 2 screens essentially doing the same thing, creating confusion. Merging them while keeping things clear took multiple prototypes. I knew early on that I wanted the shell itself to be the center of attention. From there, I had the idea of assigning implants directly to the character model. You can now also see your character stats as well as have the ability to directly edit your shell or change it. I also carried over the contracts and faction tabs to the top left, giving quick access between runs. You can also search for a game directly without having to jump screens again using the button on the bottom right. Gun attachments are now viewable while the weapon is in the vault, inserted in the bottom left. Having that information up front felt like a welcome change. So when we look at all this right here, So like homie said, we got the, almost said the agent, we got the runner right here, you got your loadout, your backpack right here, and then the right side being your vault. I like it differentiated or varied like this and being split by the actual runner. You know, I can dig that for sure. Having the faction, the contracts, and everything up here is fine. I'm okay with that right now because that's kind of how it is. Having the runner in the middle, I like that because again, like before I look at my backpack or before I go to my armory, I always have to look at my runner. There are a lot of times right now where I will forget something. You know, I'll be in my vault here and like I'll get ready to like jump into a raid and I forgot to equip some implants. You know what I'm saying? So having my runner be right here at the forefront, it's going to make me a lot more cognizant on, okay, do I got a head implant, torso implant, leg implant in? All right, do I got my core, so on and so forth. My eyes have to pass the runner multiple times and I'm going to be less apt to make an error there. So I can dig that. I can definitely dig that for sure. And then when we're talking about everything else I'm fine with. I have no complaints about really. And then being able to search from here, I can gel with that as well. Now if you need to change maps, you'll still have to go back to the home screen, but that's neither here nor there. If everybody's ready to rock, you can search from here, which is cool. What did the homie say? Gun attachments are now viewable while the weapon is in the vault, inserted in the bottom left. Okay, so like, okay, this is what homie was talking about here. So all of our mods right here, hopefully you would be able to just like hover over the mod to see like what the mod is right there while it's in the vault. Okay, now I get it. Okay, I understand it now. See, this is why comprehension matters. So while the weapon is in the vault, you can hover over and see what's equipped to it. Yes, I like this. I like this a lot because right now we have Nan Nathan, right? Yeah, Nan Nathan. Now, if I hover over the weapon, I can see what's equipped on it, but I just don't know what it is. I can't ID it. So I have to go to inspect, and then from my inspection, I can check it out here. You know what I'm saying? That's another step that we don't need, Bungie. What's up? All right. Continuing on here, the most impactful addition, a compare button. There was no system to compare weapons. You'd have to hover back and forth memorizing stats. This improves the experience significantly, right? And I wholeheartedly love this, right? Like in Destiny, we have the ability to compare, and that's how I, like early on in my Destiny era, this is how I was able to see what was better, you know, than the other. I don't think people really use compare now, but early on, right here, this was the creme de la creme. You know, you were able to really see, and this is how you can easily figure out, okay, what attachments do I have on, what attachments are doing what, so on and so forth. So anytime you can do like a comparison, I think this would be great. I think it'd be great. Homie said, I also added a shortcut button on hover so you can jump straight into customization. Currently changing a weapon skin and starting a game is nearly a 20-step process. That is facts. This lets you edit the gun right from the loadout screen. Yes, I can dig that. I can dig that. So like, okay, I'm seeing what homie said right here. So you would like hold down E to customize, change your skin, charm, stickers, that type of stuff. I have no complaints. You'll get no complaints from me. Shell's customization. Under the character in the center, you can quickly swap the shell and its skin without navigating to another screen. Clicking either button opens up a mini panel directly on top of the inventory screen, right? Okay, so if we were to click on change shell right here, if we were to click on that, it would just pull this up and then we could change our shell. Once we click on the shell, we can change the skin as well. It will let us click on the skin, it looks like, from what homie is saying. And yes, I vibe with this as well. I vibe with this as well because right now, if I want to change a runner, let me see. Right now I would go to shell select and then I can click my runner, which is cool, right? I click my runner and then I can go back to my loadout or my vault. But if I want to customize my runner, I have to go to customize right here, which I guess isn't a lot if I really sit and think about it. So if I go to loadout and I want to change my runner, I will click shell select, click on my runner, click on customize, click on the runner, click on triage. Okay, yeah, it's a couple extra steps here. Okay. I'm picking up what they're putting down now. And then I'll have to click the skin, click equip, then go all the way back there. All right, okay. I understand it. See, this is why we have to try stuff in real time. You know, this is why we got to try stuff in real time. Cool. So homie is saying you should be able to just change the skin and change the respective runner skin right then and there. Okay, I can dig that. And then homie said, this wraps it up. I'm working toward a career in the gaming industry, and this project pushed me to solve a real design problem with real constraints. This is something very exciting for me, and I was really happy with the finished product. I realize there may be issues with it, and some may not agree with every choice, so please give me your honest opinion. Please be kind to me. Honestly, that last sentence, please be kind. Always give constructive criticism, you know? I don't know what people are commenting down here. I won't get too much into that. That would make the video run really, really long. So in wrapping everything up here, listen, what's the homie's name? Complex Log 3612. I wish you a fruitful, productive, and amazing UI/UX career, because I really appreciate and I really like the effort put here to change things up. And the thing I really like is that homie didn't try to like really change the identity of what it is, right? Homie took everything we have and just moved some stuff around and condensed some things here and there and compressed this right here, expanded on this right here. So like homie did it in a way that was not only palatable, but that's plausible as well. Sometimes people are way too out there with their takes and what needs to change and everything. It would take away from the identity of the game. And then like actual developers that are working on this, like it would take so much effort for them to do. You know what I'm saying? So that is not the case here. This looks like it's something that's definitely achievable. I hope somehow, some way, Bungie gets wind of this post right here and you know, take some things into consideration. They don't have to take everything into consideration, but I hope that they do, just to kind of consolidate things for the average gamer. Because right now, if I want to get ready for a run literally from scratch, I have to choose my runner, and if I want to do that, I go to loadout, I'll pick my shell. Let's say I go recon. Oops, see, look, I'm already misclicking. So let's say I go recon right there, I go to my vault, I go ahead and I grab everything I need from the vault there. Maybe I need to purchase some stuff from the armory, I can do that. And then from here, I'll hit, or even before I go there, let's pause. I go to factions. I pick my contract, select my contract. Now from here, I hit prepare, I choose my map, I hit ready up, and then I hit go, right? A lot of steps. If we can continue to just work on that, Bungie, if we can continue to just do what we can to consolidate that, I believe the consumer will be happy. It doesn't have to all fit on one page. There still will be multiple windows. This game is just layered like that, but the more we can consolidate, the better. But with that all being said, beautiful people, I will hand the mic over to you. Let me know what you all think about this. Do you all like the design changes? Do you all dislike the design changes? Do you like what's in the game right now? What would you change? What would you keep the same? Let me know in the comments down below. Either way, it's been your boy Cray. I'm signing out. I love you all. Thank you all so much for coming and watching. Make sure you like the video before you leave. And until next time, we are signing out.